Возможно, Генгубнева запускался вчера. Он тупанул опять на два экрана. Точно. Я зря удалил его. Точно, у нас какие проблемы были с ним.
И готика.
И готика тупила. Ну, трансляция, в принципе, выход. Да? Найди меня для начала. Идет прямой эфир. Причем зашел через свой канал. Мне себя даже не сказал, там же мой канал. Вверх. Угу. Нажми. Ничего не будет. Зачем ты выход нажал?
Я выход нажала.
Оля.
Я думала, это нажала.
Оля. Дай то, что себя смотрел. Какая задержка на ютубе. Трансляция секунд 15. Как быть с этим? Меня слышно. Она больше не будет транслировать. СНС-2. Еле была осталась.
Это было почти в конце 7-го периода. Двое юношей были выбраны в кандидаты для импрессии. На площади рождения собиралась толпа в ожидании начала церемонии. Двое избранников очень сильно.
Good morning, Nicole. Bad dream?
Too much wine is all. A new shipment from Bendon arrived last night.
I know.
Everyone had a good time, though. Just as Nalaya would have wanted.
She was a good whalewoman.
She'll be missed around here.
None will miss her more than Arath. She is desolate and risks leaving her clutch.
A gold never leaves her clutch, with or without their werewoman.
There is always a first time.
Then we must find a new werewoman for the golden egg in the hatching ground. I'm sure Sabor realizes the situation.
He does. My hide itches to call.
You always itch. Your hide and your belly are all you think about.
My hide needs oiling. The oil is on the shelves, unless you knocked it off in a stupor last night. The brush should be nearby. Would you like me to tell you how to use items in your inventory?
I think with my clouded head that would be useful.
Open your inventory by pressing the inventory button. Now select the oil. Your inventory will close when you do, and the item will appear in your pocket on the main screen. Whichever item is in the large circle on the right is the item you will use when you press the use button. Walk over to me. Make sure that the item is in your pocket and then press the use button. Whichever item is in the large circle on the right is the item you will use when you press the use button. Walk over to me. Make sure that the item is in your pocket and then press the use button. Whichever item is in the large circle on the right is the item you will use when you press the use button. Walk over to me. Make sure that the item is in your pocket and then press the use button. Whichever item is in the large circle on the right is the item you will use when you press the use button. Walk over to me. Make sure that the item is in your pocket and then press the use button. Now follow the same procedure with a brush. Thanks, Decor. Yugath has told me that Sabor wants to meet with you and the rest of the wing later in the day.
Regarding a new werewoman, no doubt.
A search is required. No suitable candidates are here in the weir. We must go to the hold.
I'm not sure the other riders will like that too much. They think hold stock is inferior.
Nonsense. It is what is on the inside that is important to us, not where they come from.
Don't let the old men's dragons hear you say that. You know that rigid tradition is all that drives them.
The Red Star has almost passed. Soon traditions will have no meaning.
Perhaps. It has been known that the Hold Lords will begin to question our purpose on Pern. We shall have to wait and see.
Yes, Decor?
Nothing right now.
Craftmaster Dawn has let me know that your riding gear is repaired from the thread scores on it. You can pick it up whenever you like. And do something about your sore head. It's setting me on edge.
Thanks, Zenth. I will.
Who are you?
I'm Decor.
Well, Decor, when at least you become more conversant, perhaps we will speak. Go now, I'm busy.
Crack dust! Where did I put that journal?
Have you lost something?
My journal.
Well, where did you leave it?
I forget. It's not that it's got any personal things in it, but it contains a list of all the skins here and what's on them. Oh, I can't file anything without it. If you find it, be sure to bring it back, would you?
I'll keep an eye out.
You look a little confused. Do you know your way around the weir? I only say as I have a map I could give you.
A map sounds good.
Oh, now where is it? Here. You can look at it by pressing the map button. Different maps will highlight different parts of that location. Some may even lead you to hidden areas.
Thanks. I'm sure this'll be useful.
And remember, if you see my journal...
I'll be sure to bring it back to you.
Yes, Decor?
Nothing right now.
Found that journal yet?
And where do you think you're going?
What's behind that curtain?
The Weir Leader's private reading room, and only those of considerable reputation are allowed in there, I'm afraid.
Good morning, Decor.
Vahal, I didn't see you at Nalaya's farewell last night.
I was on watch. As a consequence, I am exhausted beyond measure.
I take it you had heard about our wing leader calling a meeting.
Of course, and I look forward to it, but first I must rest.
Of course.
Actually, are you heading down to Fabenzweir? If you are, as I am utterly spent, would you give this skin to him? He and I were talking at great length the other evening about some of the great ballads, and he requested some of them from me.
I'm sure I'll bump into him at some point.
Thanks, Decor. My duty to you. If someone could wake me once the meeting starts, I will appreciate it.
Oh, a Dragonrider. Thank the first egg.
What's the matter, Jillian? You seem distressed.
It's my boy, Jim. He's been gone all night and I'm worried out of my mind.
Where was he seen last?
He went to the Werebowl last night to play with Jax and the other children, but never came back.
Well, I better go and see if I can find him.
Thank you. My husband, Moulin, is already out looking. If you see him, he may be able to help.
My duty to you, sir.
Greetings, Raworth.
I'm sorry, Decor, but the kitchens are not open yet. Come back later if you're still hungry.
Yes, Decor?
Nothing right now.
Greetings, Decor. How are you this morning?
A little fragile after Nalaya's wake.
And how is Marath, our gold? Rumor is she may fly her clutch.
Morath is melancholy, yes, but Zenth has not mentioned anything. It is unheard of for a gold to leave a clutch.
Well, I suppose you'd know.
How goes it with the tithe? The bended wine that came in yesterday was a welcome addition.
I couldn't get it off the cart quick enough. Aye, the tithes seem in order, although there is a great shortage of ores in this last shipment.
As long as we have enough food for the cold, the ores can go hang.
But it's not like the master miner to leave us short. I'll have to ask the trader that brought it in.
Hello,
Hello,
Imara.
I was just admiring your work.
Thank you. I call it the world of Pern tapestry. When it's finished, it will show the whole of Pern in fine detail.
That's fascinating. Very beautiful.
In order to complete it, I need someone very reliable to gather information for me. Someone whose reputation precedes them.
Here to lose money to this gambling fool?
Aye, and a share of my wits too, knowing the way he plays.
Are you calling me a cheat?
No, just a man who's unreasonably lucky with dice.
Well, I shall leave you to it. I'll see you at Sabor's meeting later on.
I suppose, although I think the more traditional among us will not like what he has to say.
Decor, you're up early. I bet your head feels a bit thread-beaten, doesn't it?
I felt better.
Now, about that gambling debt you owe me.
Gambling debt? I must have been drunk.
The look on your face. You were right, Timen. That was a good prank. You have no debt, lad. Least not with me.
You're sharply in here this morning.
The dice were unfair last night. I need to cover my losses, and Timen here offered to play a few rounds with me.
And we nearly lost our table too when you decided to carve your name in it.
Until Catan stayed your hand.
My apologies. Well, I shall leave you men to it.
Clear skies and fair weather, Decor.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
I wanted to talk for a while.
I suppose you've heard about this meeting with Sabor?
As is every writer, I presume.
I think it's disgraceful that we have to lower ourselves to look for inferior stock in the holds. It is breaking tradition.
If breaking tradition allows us to have a new werewoman and save the future of our dragons, then so be it.
But the were has always bred people for impression. Especially the werewoman.
Why are you so afraid of change? Do you think that now the holds and halls have little use for us, they will begin to question our purpose?
Never. The Dragonriders are the only reason their homes have not been razed to the ground and their flesh seared from their bones.
And they should be grateful? They do provide for us after all. It's a fair exchange.
Wary teeth, man. The riders are superior in every respect. Apart from some idiot greens like Nueth. There are some characters out for his blood after his escapade last night.
No one seems to be able to tell me what he did. I think Sabor may have something to say on the matter.
Shells, man. Spore is a fool, as are most of the riders here. Always talking about how things must change with the times. Well, I'm too long in the tooth to start thinking differently. The current ways have lasted for hundreds of turns for a good reason. They won't change now. You'll see.
Whatever you say, Faben. I can see there's no point in arguing with you.
I'll be there as soon as I've finished reading these ballads. Actually, Vahul said he would lend me one of his, but he hasn't got around to it. If you see him, could you get it for me?
He already asked me to deliver it to you.
Oh, I see. Well, give it here, lad. Don't dally. Right. Thanks. You can go now.
Good morning, Decor. You looked like you were having fun last night.
I was, what little I can remember of it.
Nalaya would be pleased to know we celebrated her life so vigorously.
And some more vigorously than others.
You mean Neff? He made a proper display of himself, so I hear. I didn't see anything but rumors of flying this morning about him and one of the kitchen staff.
What do you mean?
Never mind that now. I'm glad you've arrived, Decor. I found this book in the gambling hall last night, and I don't quite know what to do with it. I don't know who it belongs to.
I think I know. Locke, the librarian, has lost his diary. It may belong to him.
Would you take it to him, Decor? I have to oil that off.
Of course.
Thanks, Decor. Decor?
Yes?
Do you know what day it is?
Your name day?
Could be, Decor, could be. But don't worry yourself with it. I'm sure you have more important things on your mind.
Decor, you remember what trouble that caused last term, don't you? You spent days searching for a pearl, letting your wear duties slip. Bronzes and greens are never...
I know, Zenth. I know.
Good. We do have more important things to do than fishing, Decor.
Good morning, Decor. I trust you had a good night last night. I'm so embarrassed, Decor. The news must be all round the weir by now.
Pretty much. But no one seems to be able to tell me what you did.
Well, it's rather a sorry affair. Azoth is ready to mate, and we Green Riders have a tendency to... how shall I put it? Become on edge when our dragons are ready to fly.
And you were on edge last night?
So much so that between Azoth and the Bend and Wine, I think I may have become a bit too forceful in an argument.
How forceful?
I think I drew my knife on someone, but I can't remember who.
By the first egg, what are you going to do?
Well, I would apologize, but I don't know who to apologize to. And I'm afraid to go out of my weir for fear of a dagger in the back. Do you think you could see your way to finding out who it was and apologize on my behalf?
Well, I'm sure it was unintentional. I'll ask around for you.
Thank you, Decor. You do me a great honor.
Oh, you found my journal, and I went and had a new one made. Crack dust! Well, I've no use for this new one now. You may as well have it.
Thanks. I'm sure it will come in handy.
Every time something important happens, you should write it down. But you must learn how to scribe before you can write anything. Now, where did I put that skin? Now, has that journal been of use? Remember, you must learn to scribe before you can use it.
When is this meeting going to start?
Eltul says that he'll be along shortly. He's trying to track down a drudge's child who didn't come home last night.
It will probably start once Naeth has plucked up the courage to emerge from his weir. He's convinced someone wants to exact a terrible revenge on him.
Hello. And who might you be?
The name's Finn. I'm here from Harper Hall.
A runner? What brings you to Fort Ware?
I bring the news that Salin, head woman of Harper Hall, sends her condolences upon the loss of werewoman Nalaya to the Ware of Fort.
Send Salin our thanks and our good wishes.
Very well, Decor. I bid you farewell in the knowledge that I shall see you again, perhaps sooner than you think.
Hey, how do you know my name?
I can't concentrate on this writing with people hanging over my shoulder.
Well, I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
Oh my, a Dragonrider. Forgive me, sir. I meant no offense.
You're forgiven. What are you doing?
I'm here from Harper Hall to deliver a new batch of skins to the Ware Leader's personal collection. However, I forgot a couple of important ballads, so I'm scribing them now.
So, you're a scribe. I don't suppose you could take some time to show me your skills.
I suppose so, seeing as you're a Dragonrider. I don't do this for everyone, you know.
Of course, and I appreciate it.
You already have a journal, so I can give you this ink stylus to use to scribe in it. Write small, as skins are precious, and write often, as information is even more so.
That's all there is? Write small and write often?
Well, yes. You can view your journal at any time by pressing the journal button. Whenever something very important happens, you should update your journal.
Well, let's put it into practice.
Decor. You have just earned your first skill. There are many more to find on Pern, all of which will give you enhanced abilities. To obtain them all will be a difficult task, as you must find a person with that skill to teach you. Also, you cannot use a new weapon until you are taught how. Press the inventory button to see which skills you have obtained. They are shown on the left. When you find a new one, then that skill badge will appear in its own slot. Would you like me to repeat that?
No, but thank you.
Decor, I take it Zenth told you your riding gear was ready.
He did.
Here. Nasty marks on the hide. And you got through that without a scratch?
A little bruise, but nothing to worry about. That jacket has lasted me for countless turns. It must have been the hide of the most stubborn wear on Pern. Garon's wing has taken over threat fighting duty now, anyway. So I suppose that is the end of the action for me.
I'm sure something's just round the corner to keep you busy.
I have a feeling you may be right.
Haven't got time to talk, Decor. Feels like I have the whole of the weir's clothing to fix.
You can't go out there. It's way too dark yet. You'll have to wait until daybreak.
Please, I must get these finished.
Well, Decor, when at least you become more conversant, perhaps we will speak. Go now, I'm busy.
Now, has that journal been of use? Remember, you must learn to scribe before you can use it. I'll talk to you later, Decor. I must check all these goods off.
talking to the holds for impression candidates. What's wrong with the werefolk?
I'm pleased that thread is waning. I'm not sure I could take much more combat. I'm pleased that thread is waning. I'm not sure I could take much more combat.
Ooh, my throbbing ear.
What's the matter?
Chef Tom's got a right old temper on him today. I dropped a tray and he belted me. I'm surprised he didn't take my head clean off.
That's unusual for Tom to be in a bad mood.
Apparently, one of the Green Riders, don't recall his name, insulted all of the food that Tom laid out for Nalaya's wake last night. It nearly ended up in a fight. I think I'll need stitches. And look! I've got to clear all this mess up from last night or I'll get another thick ear. You don't want one of these jars, do you? Tom says they should be thrown out, but I think you might find a use of it.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, sir, but you should stay away from Tom Keating today. He's in a right foul mood.
Has someone insulted his food again?
Yes, sir. And you know how protective Tom is over his food.
It is good for a man to take pride in his work.
Surely it is. And it only takes a small insult from a Green Rider to upset old Tom. Oh, listen to me. My apologies. I've spoken out of turn. I must get back to work.
I suppose you're here to insult my breakfast spread. Meat rolls not good enough for you, eh?
I have no quarrel with you, Tom. Your food has always been of the highest quality.
Tell that to your arrogant friend, Nerth. Too much salt here, this cloud's too bitter, the herd beast tastes rancid. It nearly came to blows.
You have to understand, Neth's green is ready to mate, and that sets a rider on edge. I've spoken to him earlier, and he deeply regrets what he's done.
But he attacked me!
For which he is truly sorry. He didn't mean what he said.
Ah, well, maybe he had a point about the herd beast tasting off. The last lot was a feeble-looking bunch.
So he's forgiven?
For the time being. But if he ever does it again, I'll hang his hide out to dry.
I'll pass the message on.
Talking of passing messages, if you're going to Fort Hold in the near future, I've got an errand I'd like you to run. Seeing as I forgave your friend and all, I figure you Dragonriders owe me a favor.
Oh, Dakar, come to help me with my hatching ceremony preparations. We need a meal big enough for a dragon.
A dragon-sized meal? Sounds good, Roma. What do you want from me?
What do I want? Why, ingredients, Dakar, ingredients.
Ingredient?
That's what I said. Ingredients. Lots of them. Here's the list. You'd better write this down. Don't want you bringing back the wrong things now, do we?
I will write them in my journal, Roma, but I'm sure I can remember them.
That's the spirit, lad. Well, for starters, I need nettleweed, featherfur, and a whole bundle of flax.
Well, that's not too bad.
My, you're funny, Dakar. I also need some old wine of at least 60 terms. Red wine, that is.
Is that all?
No, that's not all. You must also find me 4 tunnel snake eggs and, 2 nice big wary eggs for old Roma.
Wary eggs?
Indeed, that should be about it. Now you be off now and let me cook. Return here if you find any of those ingredients. But remember, We have some time yet before the ceremony, so you make sure you get all those other more important things done first.
Morning, Decor. What it will be this morning?
I need something for this head of mine.
Too much wine, eh? I've just the thing. My own personal cure.
What's in it? Nothing dangerous, I hope.
You'll have to wait and see.
I'm hungry. What do you have to eat?
We have one pie left and a few meat rolls and some fresh fruit.
I'd like the meat rolls.
Meat rolls it is. I can't give you any more, or there'll be none left for anyone else. I can't give you any more, or there'll be none left for anyone else.
Yes, Decor?
I'll talk to you later, Decor. I must check all these goods off.
Decor, what news?
Well, Tom isn't too happy with you, but you're in the clear.
Tom? The cook? Oh, this is some sort of bad dream. He'll poison my claw for sure.
Fret not, my friend. The air is cleared, and your claw will be poison-free. Although you've done his herd beast a great disservice.
The bubbly pies were fine. It was the herd beast that tasted foul. Did you not taste it yourself? Bitter to the bone.
Bendon wine took away most of the taste, I'm afraid.
Well, thank you, Decor. I suppose I'd better go and apologize myself. Oh, by the way, I have some news for you. Azoth thinks she may have found a potential weirwoman within the weir. She seems to be a little more sensitive than the other greens.
Really? Who?
Ramala Kendrick, the craftsman's daughter. She is out of the weir for the next couple of days, but perhaps you could talk to her when she returns. It would be good to find a new weirwoman within the weir.
I hear Sabor is calling a meeting. Will you be there?
Of course.
I suppose I'll have to attend as well. Although I can't stand to be in the same room as the man. He sickens me.
Such bitterness is not good for the wing salon. You should curb your anger.
I lost my eye down to that fool's incompetent orders. He does not know how to control his wing during thread battle. And one day I'll make him regret what he did to me.
Thread is an unpredictable foe. I have no love for Sabor either, but you cannot blame him for Thread.
Well, he's a lot nearer than the Red Star. And to have that blackguard Catan take my place as wing second just because they believe I am no longer suitable for duty. Apparently my eyesight affects my ability to fight.
Salone, why are you so angry?
I apologize. I suppose Nalaya's death was a bigger blow than I first assumed. And with Neeth's timely performance last night...
Yes, I've spoken to him about that. I'll leave you for the time being. You look like you need to be alone. I'll see you at the meeting.
Yes, you will. Please, leave me to collect my thoughts.
Quiet, lad. I need to concentrate.
Perhaps you could help me now, Dragonrider. You appear to me as someone I can rely on. What name do you go by?
My name is Decor, and if I can be of any service...
Well, during your travels, you must see a lot of this world. If you can return here every once in a while, I'm sure you can answer any questions I might have regarding places and events.
I can try.
Thank you.
When is this meeting going to start?
And as soon as Tamen and Barak can be bothered to show up. Tamen's busy trying to win his money back. I wish someone would take those dice from them and throw them in the lake.
Eltul says that he'll be along shortly. He's trying to track down a drudge's child who didn't come home last night.
Hello, lad. How's the head?
A bit sore. I don't think Zenth is too happy with me either.
Brenth, too. Nothing worse than a dragon with a sore head. I'll bet Natoth is fuming this morning after what Neth did last night.
And what did Neth do?
You don't know? Well, far be it from me to tell you and risk the fellow further embarrassment.
Very well. Zenth tells me I left my knife with you last night.
I took it from you after you decided to scribe your name in one of the gaming tables.
That Bendon wine was to blame. I hardly ever drink it.
I'd better show you how to use that knife in the way it's intended.
A good idea. I could use the practice.
Right, lad. Arm yourself. Go into your inventory and select the knife. Right. To use the combat stance that Jacob taught us when we were Wehrlings, press the action button. Good. You've kept your form, I see. Whilst holding the action button, you can circle around your enemy by pressing left or right. Give it a try. Right. Now press forward once to do a light attack. Easy, lad. You nearly ripped my shirt. Now press and hold forward to do a heavy attack. Excellent. Bear in mind, though, that a heavy attack takes longer, and you'll be vulnerable for a moment. Watch your enemy and how they move to gauge when is a good time to strike. Now try defending. Press down to defend at any time. You've remembered well. You can move and attack or defend too. Trying to get around the side of an enemy will give you an advantage. Also, the more you fight, the stronger you'll get. So now my blood's all fired up. Do you want to spar for a while?
Why not? Defend yourself.
That's the spirit. You'll soon forget about that sore head.
Oh! Oh! Ow! Ow!
That's enough for today. I'm worn out before I've begun.
Yes, Decor.
What can you tell me of this place?
I wouldn't disturb Morath if I were you.
That was the last thing on my mind. How is she?
Nalea's death hit her hard. She has become very introverted. I'm worried as she eats too little for her frame.
How fares the golden egg?
Morath seems to be tending to it more than the others. I'd wager we have about a week until it hatches.
Then finding a suitable candidate is of paramount importance. Thank you, Celia.
Oh, Decor?
Yes?
I wonder if you might return here when you become more knowledgeable of the ways of Pern. I might have something for you to look after. Oh, you startled me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No matter. You must be Decor.
I am. And you are?
I am Ramala, the daughter of Kendrick the Craftmaster.
Naeth's Reem. Azoth has told me of this one. She has the makings of a werewoman.
Well met, Ramala. I'm glad to have found you here.
Really?
The dragons have noted that you are suitable for the golden egg.
Me? A candidate for werewoman?
It would seem so. If you are interested, then you should begin to prepare yourself.
Yes, of course. I'll make my way to the hatching ground straight away.
Stuck again! Stuck again! Always getting stuck it is!
What seems to be the problem here?
Something's got lodged in the mechanism, so it has. Would take someone of formidable strength to budge it. Ugh. Take somebody of formidable strength to do it, I fear.
I'd swear that these beasts chew up firestone faster than I can break it. I'd swear that these beasts chew up firestone faster than I can break it.
I'm the head of the tithe caravan, as brought the tithes here yesterday.
That bend in wine was much appreciated, although some of us are suffering for it today.
An additional treat I thought you may enjoy.
Kendrick says that the tithe was short of ore. What do you know of this?
All that I know is the master miner didn't give us the proper tithe share. Said that pickings had been slim in the mines.
Those mines are bottomless. The master miner has said so himself. I shall bring the matter up with the ware leader, and we shall see what must be done.
I bet Master Smith Hall has some big project on at the moment. I'll warrant that's where it's gone.
And not inform either party? I think not.
Hello, I'm Jax.
How are you now?
I want to be a Dragonrider one day. Do you think I can do it? I'll practice hard and everything.
It's not about practice. It's about who the dragon chooses to be with.
Well, I'm sure a dragon would want to be with me.
Oh, hello. I've not done anything wrong, have I?
Not that I know of. Do you know where Jim is? His mother said he was playing with you, and now he's gone.
He said something about going to trap tunnel snakes in the dark caves. We told him it was dangerous, but he didn't listen. He said he'd done it lots of times before.
The dark caves? Where are they?
Jax over there knows. He dares kids to go in there to show how brave they are.
Jax, I'd like to talk with you. I've heard that you may know where Jim is.
Jim? Yeah, he went to the dark caves to trap tunnel snakes. He's brave, but not as brave as me.
I wouldn't call putting your life in danger brave. Where are these caves?
On the other side of the wheelbow. I can give you a map if you like.
I'm sure a map will be useful.
Here, I drew it myself. It shows all the secret tunnels and everything.
Thanks.
Yes, the core.
Nothing right now.
Jim! Jim! It's no good. I think he's too far in.
Any idea how to get these boards off?
The only way I can think of is to smash them.
A little sore-headed, Jacob. And yourself?
Can't complain. Though I still wish I was up there, fighting Thread instead of being wear-bound.
How are your injuries?
Master Healer says they're as good as they're going to get. Thread's nasty when it gets you. My back and sides burn constantly. Sabor says he doesn't want me up there again, so I train the next lot of riders down here.
And you train well.
You were a good student, Decor. Do you remember that trick of how to speak to your dragon?
I do know how to speak to Zenth, yes.
Ah, good. Well, have a good day, Decor. No doubt I'll see you around. I won't be going far.
I'd swear that these beasts chew up Firestone faster than I can break it.
Hal, there's a boy lost in the dark caves. I'll need to borrow your hammer to break through the boards.
What? But I got all this Firestone to break.
I haven't got time to discuss this with you, Hal. I need that hammer.
Fine. Here. But I'll make sure that Jacob's wrath falls on your head when he hasn't got his Firestone to train his wehrlings. And bring it back when you're done.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
I see you have a gathering jar on you. My daughter Imogen uses them to collect trundle bugs. Says she wants 6 of them. Can you believe it? Don't know what's got into her. She should be preparing herself for the hatching ceremony, not dilly-dallying with insects. If you spot any, it would be good of you to bring them to me.
But how do I catch them, and where are they found?
They could be anywhere, and to catch them you'll need one of these. You may as well have it. I've had it on me for 15 turns and never once needed it.
How do I use it?
Just select the crossbow and press the action button. To return from that mode, simply press escape. You only have darts available, and they're only really good against tiny animals. I think you can buy quarrels, but I'm not quite sure.
Thanks. I'm sure it'll come in useful.
Remember, if you catch any bugs in that there jar, bring them straight back here.
I used to mine these caves many years ago, so I know the lie of the outer ones. Come on, follow me. You've got a knife. We can waste no more time. Let's go. Come on. I don't remember this passage being blocked.
Are you sure we've come the right way?
Of course I'm sure. This wall, it must be formed from a recent cave-in. Maybe we can break through it. Come on! Come on! Come on. Come on. Come on. This is as far as I know. We never crossed these bridges as they were in ill repair and dangerous. I suppose they could support the weight of a child, though.
I'll go ahead, you stay here. We'd only be putting both ourselves in danger. If Jim's in there, I'll find him.
Be careful. Run across this bridge lest it collapse behind you.
Get blankets and a heater if they need them. When I find Jim, we'll find another way out. Go.
Over here!
Jim, are you all right?
I think so. The tunnel snakes chased me in here. I'm stuck.
Is there another way round?
Go back where you came from and take the other passage. I think that leads round. And keep an eye out for my trapping basket. I dropped it around there somewhere.
Yes, the call.
I'm ready to leave.
Yes, the call.
Nothing right now.
Yes, the call.
Nothing right now.
Yes, the call.
Nothing right now.
got a knife. We can waste no more time. Let's go. I don't remember this passage being blocked.
Are you sure we've come the right way?
Of course I'm sure. This wall, it must be formed from a recent cave-in. Maybe we can break through it. Come on. Come on. This is as far as I know. We never crossed these bridges as they were in ill repair and dangerous. I suppose they could support the weight of a child, but...
I'll go ahead, you stay here. We'd only be putting both ourselves in danger. If Jim's in there, I'll find him.
Be careful. Run across this bridge lest it collapse behind you.
Get blankets and a huge remaining. When I find Jim, we'll find another way out. Go.
Hey! Over here!
Jim, are you all right?
I think so. The tunnel snakes chased me in here. I'm stuck.
Is there another way round?
Go back where you came from and take the other passage. I think that leads round. And keep an eye out for my trapping basket. I dropped it around there somewhere.
Core, don't waste your energy. There are more important things to do. Core, don't waste your energy. There are more important things to do.
Made it. I knew someone would come for me.
Oh, by the first egg did you get trapped in here?
Tunnel snakes chased me in. I'm lucky they didn't get under the door.
We cannot go back that way. The bridge is gone.
But there's got to be another way out of here. We have to find another way out of here. You did it!
Jim, are you all right? You worried your mother and I so.
He's fine. A few cuts and bruises. Nothing that won't heal.
My duty to you, Decor. If ever you are in need of a favor, you have only to ask.
I'll bear that in mind.
And as for you, young man, you've got a lot of explaining to do.
Well, you always did like to make a grand entrance.
I always thought that corridor was a dead end, even as a child. I never knew it led to the caves.
Neither did I, but I can't say it surprised me. When they dug this place out, it was over a cave network that already existed.
That place hasn't been visited in countless turns.
Well, it's open now. I'm sure that the Master Smith would love to see what's in there.
Gethin will be in his element. We'll never get him out.
Well done, Decor. Your strength improves daily.
One day, perhaps I'll fight Thread again.
You mean these insects?
Oh my, not another one of the critters. May I have it? Imogen will be so pleased. If you find any more, please bring them to me.
Have you done with my hammer yet?
I'm sorry, Hal. It broke on the way out.
Well, that's just marvelous. Now what am I supposed to do?
Be thankful that you helped save a boy's life and go get a new hammer.
Well, since you put it that way.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
just can't seem to move it. Take somebody of formidable strength to do it, I fear.
Yes, Decor.
Nothing right now.
Decor, you have done us a great service. I can see we're going to have to keep a sharp eye on this one.
Well, he's safe now.
Hello again.
Thanks once again for your help.
Excuse me, Decor, but we are using those.
You can have them back after you've attended the meeting.
Who died and made him wing leader?
About the rescue of Mullin's son, Jim. Did you see much of the dark caves?
A little.
Can you tell me what sort of pern animal lives down there? I want to weave these into the tapestry. Good, good. Just what I thought. Thank you, Decor.
What have you got for me, then? Glorious, glorious! These snake eggs should give the dish some body. Decor, back again? What have you got for me, then?
Sorry, Roma, I don't have anything for you.
Well, don't bother me, then. I'm rushed off my feet.
I can't give you any more, or there'll be none left for anyone else.
Find out if you're going to Fort Hold and then come and see me.
No time to talk, lots to do.
I'll talk to you later, Decor. I must check all these goods off.
Busy, busy, busy. Tom says I should do less talking, more working.
Ah, Decor, how good of you to join us.
Sorry for being late. I had a long watch last night.
We understand. Please, join us. Now that we are all here, there are a few matters we need to attend to. Firstly, as I'm sure you are all aware, there is a distinct lack of potential werewomen in the Were.
Wary teeth. How can these young idiots with clouded heads possibly find anything? We just haven't looked hard enough.
And have your efforts been any more successful, Ben?
Well, no, but I...
Then hold your tongue.
What do you suggest, Sabor?
We go to the holds. Fort Hold being the first.
This is ridiculous. Tradition...
Thread score tradition, man. We have no other option. Morath is dying, and we have a new goal that needs a rider. Otherwise, it is the end of this Were.
Tradition was in place to help us through the pass of the Red Star. Now that is nearly over. There are some who fear that given time, the holds will question our purpose and withdraw from Were protection. I see this as a way of bridging the divide that may open.
The Wing Second speaks true.
But we're Dragon Riders. They wouldn't dare. The Were hold and hold bond is inseparable.
It has happened before, and it will happen again. Riders are here to protect the people of Pern from Thread. With no Thread, we have no use.
And with no use, we will lose the tithes.
And the Were needs the tithe to survive.
So as you can see, something must be done, and quickly. Decor and Catan, go to Fort Hold and see what or who you can find there. Make sure you let Lord Grault know of your intention on arrival.
Very well.
The rest of you will fly to various Weres and holds to inform them of Nalaya's death.
May I say a few words about Nalaya? Something has been troubling me.
Please.
Has anyone not considered that although she had just left Ista, an almost tropical environment, Nalaya died from an infection associated with extreme cold?
So, your point is?
It seems strange that she should contract such a disease.
I'd warrant it needs further investigation. Lita has a point.
Very well. But I cannot see how Nalaya's death could be suspicious. She was old. That is all. Is there any other business?
There was one other issue.
Yes, Decor.
The recent tithe caravan was quite substantially short of ore. Is Master Smith Hall working on something that would require such resources? And if so, why were we not informed?
I was not aware of any such project.
Then perhaps, since you brought it up, you may like to visit Master Smith to see what you can discover.
Of course, but I shall accompany you to Fort Hold first. Search is more important than mislaid ore.
Is that all? Good. I will communicate all the other riders' destinations via Yugoth to your dragons. Clear skies and fair weather.
Decor, wake up, men. We must get ourselves to Fort Hold.
Huh?
We must find these werewoman candidates. Come on, Brenth and Zenth are waiting. I will see you shortly.
Ah, Decor. Glad I caught you. Sabor asked me to give you this.
And this is?
It's a message to be given to Lamrat, Lord Grault's personal assistant. The message officially informs Fort Hold of Nalaya's death.
As you wish.
Did you not hear me the first time? No entry.
Hello again.
Hello, Jim. Have you recovered?
Oh, yes, I'm much better, but I'm not allowed back in the caves again. And my mother's banned me from eating sweets and playing with my toys for 2 weeks. How am I going to live without them?
Hello, Captain. What do you make of it?
Well, you've made quite a discovery, haven't you? I could modify this door's mechanism to make some excellent thread shutters.
What I don't understand is how something like this could be hidden away for so long.
Oh, the answer's quite simple. We forgot.
Forgot?
I find if people don't have something under their noses, after a while it fades. I still think our ancestors have a lot more secrets than what we see here. Some even say that dragons evolved from fire lizards.
Wary teeth.
You believe what you like, lad, but one day you'll see I'm right.
What do you make of this, Captain?
Where did you pick that up?
In there. Do you have any idea what it is?
Not sure I do. It's old for certain. If you take it to Clore at Master Smith Hall, he may be able to give you more information. He's a bright young fellow, and has a steady head for these things.
Thanks. Gethin. What do you make of it?
Well, you've made quite a discovery, haven't you? I could modify this door's mechanism to make some excellent thread shutters.
What I don't understand is how something like this could be hidden away for so long.
Oh, the answer's quite simple. We forgot.
Forgot?
I find if people don't have something under their noses after a while, it fades. I still think our ancestors have a lot more secrets than what we see here. Some even say that dragons evolved from fire lizards.
Wary teeth.
You believe what you like, lad, but one day you'll see I'm right.
What do you make of this, Captain?
Where did you pick that up?
In there. Do you have any idea what it is?
Not sure I do. It's old for certain. If you take it to Clore at Master Smith Hall, he may be able to give you more information. He's a bright young fellow, and has a steady head for these things.
Thanks.
Please, I must get these finished.
Hello, Decor. Very busy, I'm afraid. Had a whole bunch of clothes in with these horrible green stains on them. Murder to clean. Absolute murder.
Green stain?
Aye, no idea what it is. Came in from Istar today.
Are you all right?
Fine. Fine. Just busy.
No, I can remember my lessons.
Suit yourself. I'll meet you there.
Hello, Decor.
Hello, Helen. How are you?
I'm all right. I've found something, and I'm looking for someone dependable I can give it to. It's very old.
What is it?
I can't tell you. I don't trust you. Bye.
I just can't seem to move it. Take somebody of formidable strength to do it, I fear.
You again? Come to break another one of my work tools, have you?
Hardly.
How was that boy we saved?
He's fine.
Good. Good. Well, I think I may be going down with something.
You mean these insects?
Oh my, not another one of the critters. May I have it? Imogen will be so pleased. If you find any more, please bring them to me.
Yes, Decor?
I'm ready to leave.
I'll go and speak to Lord Geralt. I'll need you to start looking around for search candidates. Enjoy the gather decor, but don't get carried away. If I need you, I'll contact you.
Yes?
Sorry, just looking at your tapestries.
No harm in looking, I suppose.
What is that one at the back?
Ah, this is a very special work that was commissioned by the head woman. Although with the preparations for the gather, I haven't had time to deliver it to her.
Perhaps I can deliver the tapestry for you.
Thanks, that would be a great help. You may find her in the Harper Hall. Don't think this carries you any favor, though.
Oh, I do enjoy spending all my husband's money at a gather.
Oh, hello. I'm just waiting here for my brother to finish on the stall. We share it, you see. Take it in turns to sell our wares.
Ah, a Dragonrider. I'll wager you've worked up a first on your journey here. What'll it be?
A drink sounds good.
Ah, fine choice. Brewed for 5 turns, that stuff is. The finest on the northern continent.
So, how's business?
In my line of work, business is always brisk. People always have a thirst on them that needs quenching. My 2 best customers are over there, Toulousian and Malorian the miners. Couple of verses short of a ballad, if you know what I mean.
What makes you say that?
Well, they keep mumbling on about ancient caves beneath this place. I've been coming here for 15 turns and I've never heard of such rubbish. Another drink?
No, thank you.
Ah, never mind, lad. I'm sure you won't be able to resist for long.
It's a shame my brother and I have to share a stall. I could make much more profit by myself.
What an honour! A Dragonrider at my stall. How pleased I am to see you.
And I you. Your food looks delicious.
What little there is left. Someone's been stealing from me while my back is turned. Stole some pies and my map of the gather too. If you see anyone looking suspicious, will you apprehend them?
Thieves tend to shy away from Dragon Riders. I doubt I'll see him.
But the only way to catch them is to get close to them. Your uniform does kind of give you away, though.
I'll see what I can do.
Hello. What would you like? That's lovely, isn't it? Ideal for kids. Hello. What would you like? I'm sorry, but that costs 3 marks.
Leave me alone. I cannot work when I am disturbed.
Oh, good. 2 Dragon Riders in one day. How comforting. What is it that you want?
Catan and myself are here on search. And to deliver a message to a man named Lamrat.
Well, that would be me, Dragon Rider. Why didn't you say so? I am Lamrat, assistant and cousin to Lord Grout.
The message is from Vahal, informing you officially of our werewoman's death.
Yes, an unfortunate business. You have the condolences of Fort Hold and my lord. But you won't find any replacements in there. Nothing but drudges, very low caliber stock.
It is the quality of person, not their heritage, that matters. I would like to see with my own eyes.
I would prefer it if you would not. I'm trying to keep people out at the moment as they are preparing the interior for the gather. And I think one Dragonrider in there is enough. We have a thief in the market, and they are not getting inside. Perhaps you should come back when the villain has been apprehended.
Very well, if that is your wish.
The Harpers may be a better source of advice regarding search. They seem to know everything that's going on round here, if not all of Pern. Maybe they could help you.
Thank you, Lamrat. I shall do that.
My pleasure. Anything to help a Dragonrider. And don't try sneaking past me. I've eyes as sharp as the Master Smith's swords.
You haven't come to take my sweets off me, have you? Mummy says that finders are keepers, so you'll have to talk to her.
Don't worry, your sweets are safe. What's your name?
Keela. I'm best friends with Daisy, but she's grumpy after losing her toy dragon, so I came over here to play. These sweets fell off the cart. Do I have to give them back?
I'm sure the cart owner doesn't mind. Like you say, finders are keepers.
Can I touch your dragon?
I suppose so.
Really? Yippee!
Zenth, we have need of you.
Wow, that was wonderful. I've got to go and tell my mum I touched a dragon. Have some sweets as a thank you. Bye.
Step up, Dragonrider. Let's see if we can't do something about those worn-out boots of yours.
My boots are fine, thank you.
Nonsense. It would be an honor to furnish you with a new pair.
Okay, let's see what you have.
Wonderful. I'll need to measure you first. Okay, I have everything I need. It seems that I may have just the pair. If you'll permit me, I'll be back momentarily. There, my gift to you, sir. A fine pair of boots for a fine man.
Thanks, I think.
Would you believe it? I travel all this way, and my cart breaks down right in the entrance.
What happened?
Well, I've had a loose bearing for the last few miles of my journey. And as soon as I got here, it must have snapped off. Then the herd beast just collapsed. Just dropped dead without warning. Is it me? Or is that just a little strange?
Yes, it is.
I really need a new bracket. And a fresh herd beast. I can fix the wheel myself, but I'll need a new bracket to attach it to the cart. You couldn't help, could you?
Well, I am rather busy.
I can't leave here in case these kids steal any more of my goods.
I'll see what I can do.
Many thanks. I'll wait here for you to return.
You wouldn't believe that just a handful of people could generate so much mess, would you?
Greetings, Dragonrider. My name is Harrod. What can I do for you today?
What do you have to sell?
Beasts, Dragonrider. Beasts from all over Pern.
Forgive me, Harat, but your stall seems a little sparse. Trade must have been brisk.
My stocks are indeed short. Time was when I could supply all types of beasts to whoever paid the highest price. But trade has been poor of recent times. My herd beasts are sickly and weak. The only healthy ones are the ones I have here.
The cart owner over there is in need of a herd beast to move his cart from the entrance. Could I use one of yours?
What? I don't give them away for free. I'll make you a deal, Dragonrider. If you can fetch me a baby tunnel snake, then I will give you a herd beast. Having such a creature will fetch a good price from one of my clients. More than enough to cover my recent losses. A live one, mind you. I have no use for any with your knife marks in its hide.
Tunnel snakes are dangerous creatures, Harat. Even baby one.
That's the price. Take it or leave it.
What is it?
Sorry, friend. Have I disturbed you?
I'm no friend of yours, Ryder. Nor do I intend to be. So if you'll excuse me.
I'm no friend of yours either. But I do you the honor of extending courtesy where it is due.
Yes, you're right. Forgive me. My nerves are a little on edge. One of our numbers has been taken ill, and the workload has effectively doubled.
What brings you to Fort Hold?
Same as all the others, the gather. I'd be happier staying here. The return journey to Istas is troublesome as the way up.
You mean you were waylaid by bandits?
Aye, and every other plague a gypsy can encounter. As well as a sick comrade, the cattle have been taken ill. With no cattle, they get no pay. I may be good with a sword, but such a weapon cannot stave off circumstance.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hello there. My playing must have lured you here. This is a piece I composed myself. Do you like it?
Well,
It's rather beautiful, don't you think? I thought this fountain would be the perfect setting for my music.
But all the activity is out in the main square. Surely you would get a bigger audience if you played out there. You should try and let as many people as possible hear your music. Why not try the main square?
You know you're right. I shall go out there and play to the world.
Good day to you, Dragonrider. Look, Daisy, it's a Dragonrider.
Don't want a Dragonrider! Want my dragon!
Please excuse my daughter, sir. It's just that she's lost her toy. She's a bit upset about it.
Where did she lose it?
We're not sure. She's been playing near the storerooms and the kitchen lately. Her aunt works there, you see.
She seems terribly upset that she's lost it.
It means a lot to her. She loves dragons.